Ethan, thank you so much.
Hello and welcome to this JumboCast presentation of Tufts University baseball between the Tufts University Jumbos and the Bowdoin Polar Bears. Sorry for the brief miss of the top of the first inning. We pick up action here in the bottom of the first with the runner on first and second. Casey Santos Ocampo at bat, facing a 2-2 count here in the bottom of the first. My name is Jared Davis and I'm joined here by Zach Eskenazi. Hope to bring you a beautiful game here at Huskins Field.
It should be a great Sunday afternoon showing between the Polar Bears and the Jumbos here today.
No outs, runner on first and second. O'Connell on the mound for the Bears, and the pitch. Swung on and missed by Ocampo. He's down on strikes. First out of the inning, and that will bring up Kyle Cortez. Our today's pitching matchup is O'Connell for the Polar Bears and Aiden Tucker for the Tufts University Jumbos. Tucker had a pretty quick inning, just one walk, double, and a strikeout, 2 pop flies on the infield. O'Connell here, facing a little more danger on the base path. Brinos walked, and then Mills singled, and now Cortez at bat. Looks at a pitch low and inside for a ball. This is the second half of a doubleheader here at Huskins Field. Tufts University Jumbos won the first half, looking to repeat that success here against O'Connell. The pitch. That one's called a strike. Lower half of the zone.
Yeah, great pitch there for the Polar Bears.
Looking maybe to work the low half of the zone, get that ground ball, get him out of the inning. O'Connell has a nice fastball.
Yeah, definitely O'Connell has been able to successfully use the fastball so far in this game.
Goes to the off-speed pitch. That doesn't find the zone. Count swells to 2-1. O'Connell steps off. Looks in to Jonkas. Gets a sign. Sets. Kicks and deals. Swung on. Hit deep to right field. Right fielder going back, and it's gone! Big blast. Kyle Cortez, 3-run homer. Second on the year, second on the day for Kyle Cortez. He's hot. Gets the Jumbos off to a 3-0 lead. That was a blast, Zach.
That was a blast. That one was hit hard into right center field. Definitely, there's Jumbo's dugout loving that home run right there.
Jonkas comes out to O'Connell just to kind of calm him down. Pitching to a lot of contact in this bottom half of the first. The fastball's looking good, but the Jumbo's hitters seem to be locked in.
Yeah, no, especially Jumbo's hitters are definitely making contact, putting deep shots out there, and definitely making the Bowdoin defense pretty nervous right now.
Cleanup hitter, Di Maria steps in. He looks at a pitch at the knees for a strike. A little high with that one. Count even at 1. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. JP Knight on deck. Pitch a little high. Di Maria takes it, even the count at 2. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. DeMaria down on strikes.
Yeah, that off-speed pitch is definitely mixing up the velocity of the pitch. Definitely seemed to get DeMaria on that one.
JP Knight steps in. Looks at a pitch inside for a ball. That one grazes him, and he takes his base. O'Connell looking a little rattled. That fastball was behind the hitter.
Yeah, no, I would definitely be rattled after giving up a 3-1 shot and then beating the batter, so definitely understand where he's coming from. But he had that strikeout on DeMaria just now, so thought he had it under control, but
Looking to get out of this inning with no more damage, facing Ryan Day. Still having trouble finding the zone. That's in there for a ball. Knight takes his lead from first. O'Connell toes the rubber. Looks in for the sign. Sets. The pitch. That's in at the knees. Evens the count at 1.
all right, good pitch there.
The 1-1. Off speed, just off the plate. Jonkus tried to frame that one, but to no avail. Count goes to 2-1. Pickoff attempt to first. Dropped by Wilhoit. Knight able to get back. No shenanigans over there. That's high. Hitters count here, 3-1. Day looking for that fastball. Do a little damage. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Knight going. He's in there, safe though. Good jump by Knight. Maybe the hit and run play was on by Coach Casey. Pitch was out of the zone though, so Day was not able to make contact. Knight in there. Now in scoring position. 2 outs. See if Ryan Day can bring him in. O'Connell looking to get out of this.
A great effort by Knight to take the jump and steal second there.
Good contact. That's headed to right field. Knight rounds third. Bobbled by Lopez. There's not going to be a throw. RBI single for Ryan Day, and the Jumbos lead swells to 4. Jumbos making great contact on this first inning off of O'Connell here.
Yeah, definitely really shaking O'Connell up. Right now the Jumbos have 3 hits, so definitely doing some damage, especially to get 4 runs off only 3 hits so far.
3 hits and 2 walks in the inning. O'Connell struggling a bit on the mound here. And just as we say that, that's gonna necessitate a mound conference. Jonkus comes out. Polar Bears manager saunters over to the mound. deliberating on how to deal with catcher Schneff. I think he needs to go back to that off-speed pitch. He had success against Di Maria.
Yeah, I think definitely need to go back to the off-speed pitch just because the Jumbo's hitters today have been dominating against O'Connell's fastball, taking him deep, just getting on base. So definitely going back to the off-speed pitch will work wonders for the Polar Bears this afternoon.
They need some wonders early on with this big lead that the Jumbos have run out on already. So
Yeah,
we'll see
still obviously got 8 more innings left after this.
definitely.
Polar Bears are nowhere near out of this.
It's a marathon, as they say, not a sprint. Speaking of marathons, tomorrow's Marathon Monday. Good event in the New England community. Gets lots of fans, lots of people excited. Good community.
That's one of the more prominent traditions here in Boston.
Definitely. Schneff steps in. The pitch is taken for a strike. Seems to have gained a little confidence from that mound conference. The pitch. There comes that beautiful off speed. In for another strike. Heading the count 0-2. See if O'Connell goes back to that off speed or comes back to his bread and butter fastball.
I kind of like that off speed here from O'Connell, especially with 2 strikes, just to get Schneff looking on the last one and end the inning.
Let's see. He kicks and fires. That's a fastball that gets all the way to the backstop. Day able to make it to second easily. Overthrew that fastball a bit. I had to expect he kind of was going to go for the fastball against your wisdom there. Trying to get him to chase one, but that was over everybody's head.
yeah, I feel like if you're going to try and get him to chase one, you probably got to throw in a little bit lower, maybe even, brush the dirt a little bit just so that it's easier for the catcher to stop.
Comes back with the 1-2. That one's in the dirt, and Day's able to reach third. O'Connell really struggling in this first half of the first.
Yeah, no, definitely. And definitely shaken up a little bit. Looks to be pretty nervous from the press box.
2 wild pitches back to back. See if he can get out of this one though. 2-2, 2 outs. Schneff takes that one. Count full now.
Yeah, let's see if Schneff can. Schneff, needs to find the strike zone on this one. So let's see if he can find his groove and get the Polar Bears out of this inning.
Schneff, if he does find his groove, I think he'll put some bat on ball as O'Connell is the pitcher for the Polar Bears.
O'Connell, my mistake.
He nearly finds that groove we're talking about, but just misses a extra base hit by an inch or 2 down that left field line. They will set up and do it again. Full count, 2 outs. Jumbo's put up a 4 spot already in the bottom half of this first inning. Looking for one more.
Yeah, the Jumbo is just carrying that momentum from the win earlier today in the first game of this doubleheader.
Fouls that one off too. And they're going station to station, and they will set up to do it again.
Yeah, I definitely like Schneff's chances on this one after seeing O'Connell a little bit shaken off, and just, getting contact is always a good thing if you're a batter. So
I look for O'Connell actually get out of this one, go back to that off speed here, maybe get him out in front looking for that fastball that he just fouled off twice in a row. But you never know. He does seem to rely on that fastball, but overthrowing a little bit in this first half of the inning. So we shall see. He sets, fires, able to foul that one off. Looked to be a ball, a little high and tight, but
Schneff doing
Couldn't hold up.
Schneff doing a great job and battling,
Definitely.
making O'Connell earn that out.
Yeah, making him expend a lot of energy here in this first half of the inning.
And getting that pitch count way up.
Definitely. 8 batters have come up in this bottom half of the first inning. O'Connell looking to get out of trouble here. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled up and out of play. And they'll do it again. Schneff, like you said, battling. He stuck on a full count here. Wanted to bring that runner in from third. O'Connell shaking off Jonkas. Schneff steps out. Steps back in. Readies himself. Rock of the hips a little bit. And the pitch. That's taken for strike 3. O'Connell able to work out of that one, but not without squandering. 4 runs in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. Jumbos 4, Bowdoin Polar Bears none. O'Connell able to strike out the side despite squandering 4 runs. Real power pitcher, I would say.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you on that one. Definitely a great effort on O'Connell to be able to bounce back and get that strikeout on Schneff and DeMaria there to close out the inning.
Yeah, he's gotta find a way to miss those bats though, those big barrels, the Jumbos hitters, if he wants to get deeper into this ball game. Saw over on the Polar Bears side, they're warming some people up in the bullpen. I don't know how much longer O'Connell's gonna last.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully O'Connell's going to be able to use that strikeout to close out the inning to get some positive momentum heading into the bottom of the second.
Top of the second here. We will see Khan, Lee, and Jonkas. Aiden Tucker back on the mound. 2 strikeouts, just 1 strikeout in the top of the first.
Leading off for Bowdoin in the top of the second inning, the center fielder, number 9, Gavin Can.
Gavin Can steps in. Tucker kicks, fires. That's in there for a strike. The pitch swung on, fouled. The 0-2 pitch. Tucker throws one in the dirt. Can doesn't oblige him. Takes that one for ball 1. The 1-2. Yeah, it's inside. Tucker gets a sign, kicks, fires. That one's fouled away by Can.
Similar to what we were saying earlier, good effort on Can to keep fighting, keep battling, get those foul tips and stay in this at bat.
What do you think the punch-out pitch is here on Can?
No, it looks like he went with the off-speeder, but I think I probably would have maybe gone with just a low fastball or something, maybe to just try and get him looking. And just because you only have 2 balls, so if he doesn't swing, you're not completely dead. What about you, Jay? What would you have gone with
for him to pound the fastball here? And he does, and he gets him looking. There's that punch-out pitch we were looking for, the strikeout from Aiden Tucker.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, good effort on Tucker to build off that momentum and get the defense going for the Jumbos.
Connor Lee steps in for Bowdoin. Looking to get something going against Aiden Tucker here. Looking tough on the hill.
And granted, it's only the second inning, but only given up 1 hit so far.
Was a double by Brandon Lopez.
But yeah, ever since that hit, he's just been looking really sturdy on the mound.
Yeah, I've been able to get the Polar Bear hitters to get under the ball, get some pop-outs, and then the strikeout pitch has been there early on. Schneff comes out, just kind of get thing on the same page with his pitcher. Lee looks at an 0-1 count, steps in, readies himself, kind of relaxed stance. Dribbler to second, Varinos charges it just in time. Oh, my mistake, that was called safe. Maybe a little bit of the tie goes to the runner there. It looked really close.
Yeah, definitely. I think definitely looked like a tie from our angle. A good effort on the defense, or good effort on the runner, excuse me, to get there and beat out the throw.
The dribbler, real tight to the first base side. Maybe Di Maria could have got that one instead of Varinos, but good effort by Lee there. Legs out, an infield single.
It seems like the Jumbos are still trying to get the pick before they throw after every hit. Seemed to be doing that in the game yesterday and continue to do that.
There's a hard hit ground ball into the hole in second. Varinos ranges to his left and makes the play. Retiring Jonkus. Could bring up Susky here.
The third baseman, number 3, Ben Susky.
Susky looking to get the Polar Bears offense kick-started here. Runner in scoring position. Claw back. Pitch. Swung on and missed. He was not on that one. You need to bend the knees and go down with that one, but swings right through that for a strike. Lee takes his lead from second. Look over by Tucker, he steps off. Off speed, taken just a little bit low, says the umpire, and the count evens at 1. Look for Tucker to change the eye level here. He just worked the zone low, maybe comes back up high. Instead stays down low, gets called strike. 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I think Tucker might try and work it high a little bit here to try and get the out, as you were just mentioning.
Jumbo's pitcher's a little hesitant to work up in the zone. It looks like good strategy though. Reduces the risk, and he stays low. Little dribbler, fielded by Schneff, over to first, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left on, and we go to the bottom of the second. Jumbo's leading 4-0.
Scheduled path for Jumbos in the bottom of the second inning. Shackelford, Elias Varinos, and Justin Mills.
Looks like we will have a pitching change for the Polar Bears. That will just 1 inning for O'Connell. He struggled.
Definitely struggled on that one, but yeah, and you hate to see a pitcher go that early, but I think definitely the right call on behalf of the Polar Bears.
Dan Chapsky, number 20 for Bowdoin, take his place on the hill, looking to dodge some barrels and get the Polar Bears back in this one. Like you said, it's early.
Yeah, definitely. Still got a lot of time left.
For the Jumbos, Will Shackelford will lead it off, followed by Elias Varinos and Justin Mills. Struggles of O'Connell brings pretty much the top of the lineup back up for the Jumbos.
Yeah, no, let's see if the Jumbos can do the same type of damage here that they did with O'Connell in the first.
Doesn't look to seem to have that hard fastball that O'Connell had. Maybe looking to
Yeah,
a little more deception.
Yeah, no, it looks like he's trying to warm up the curveball right now, and it looks like it could be pretty nasty coming down the stretch.
Yeah, those Jumbos hitters like that hard heat. Like to barrel it up and get those extra base hits.
Yeah, no, definitely the Jumbos like to take advantage of those heaters down the middle, so definitely looking forward to see how they're able to handle it. Maybe a little bit slower of a pitcher, but definitely, more tricky to hit the curveball, obviously.
Leading off for the Jumbos at the bottom of the second inning, the shortstop number 1, Will Shackelford.
Will Shackelford steps in. And takes a hard fastball in the dirt. Just as we spoke, I guess we were deceived by his warm-up. He seems to be throwing hard.
Yeah, that definitely seems like he was mostly warming up the curve, but definitely looking to bring out the fastball.
That one's hitting the gap. Shackelford digs for 2. He's going to be in there. Yeah, they got the magic going. The fastball seems to be their choice weapon. They like to hit it.
Yeah, I know as a pitcher, generally your go-to tends to be the fastball, but based on what we've seen so far, I would probably tell my pitchers to try and avoid it right now, just to limit the amount of hits that the Jumbos are getting, especially since a lot of them are extra base hits.
Yeah, it's doable,
Yeah.
but you can never give up on your
Yeah.
fastball. Fastball's your
No. Yeah.
You gotta have your fastball.
But yeah, definitely
Mix it up a bit.
makes it up a little bit more. Yeah.
Just as we say that, a nice off-speed pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Just like mixing up the fastball a little bit more.
Yeah.
I obviously don't want to abandon it right away.
Yeah, definitely. I think the big thing is not going into it on hitters' counts.
Yeah.
Maybe have that confidence to go to the off-speeds pitch on the hitters' counts. Keep the hitters guessing. The 0-1. That one is off-speed again, a little low and outside. Varinos looking to do some damage with Shackelford on second.
Yeah, Reno's definitely looking to get a nice base hit here to advance Shackelford and potentially bring him home.
Takes a fastball low. 2-1. Marino's real calm in the box. You see a lot of hitters like to kind of swing back and forth, waggle their bat, but Varino's pretty calm. And that patience seemed to pay off, got good contact, but hit it right at Lopez in right field for the first out.
Center fielder number 6, Justin Mills.
Justin Mills digs in for his first time against the new pitcher. Batting from the left side. He takes a ball low. I think the Jumbo's hitters are going to continue to take a lot of pitches as Bowdoin unable to find the zone consistently.
Yeah, definitely. Bowdoin pitchers have definitely been a little shaky on finding the zone, probably leading to just trying to juice one down the middle, which is probably why Tufts has been dominating in the batter's box thus far.
Comes the 1-1, the delivery. Off-speed pitch. A little inside, a little low. It's going to go to 2-1 here for Mills. Yeah, getting behind the hitters here. It's really playing with fire. Already down 4.
Definitely have to agree with you on that one.
There's some hard contact, hit over to the second. Able to make the play though. And that will be 2 down. Shackelford advances to third on that ground ball. Brings up Casey Santos Ocampo. Looking for a little 2-out magic here. Starts him off with a low fastball taken deep to right field. Lopez back, and that's gone! Casey Santos Ocampo, the second home run on the day for the Jumbos. 2-run home run. Lead goes to 6-0. That'll bring up Kyle Cortez. It's a run party here today in the early proceedings of this one. 2 dingers already.
Yeah, definitely going to be a high-scoring game, given that we only have 6 runs through 2 innings.
Seeing it going out of right field here. Wind blown from left to right as we see that beautiful American flag in left center. There's a nice fastball. Even the count at 1. The 1-1. Off speed in there. Finally able to get ahead of the count. Maybe kind of settled down after that dinger and realized no men on. What else can I lose? I'm already down 6.
Yeah, definitely.
But with that hard contact we just saw by Cortez, maybe there's more in store for the Jumbos. I'd be a little more cautious on the hill with that slow breaker that just caught way too much of the plate.
Yeah, no, definitely want to be cautious. And you already have 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Fastball
So
fought off by Cortez. Sticking in there tough.
yeah, the Jumbos batters, when they're not scoring runs, have been doing a good job of just keep battling and staying in there to avoid the strikeout.
Making the pitcher work. Here it comes. Off speed. Hit softly out to right field. Lopez able to make the play. But not before the home run brings in 2 for the Jumbos. We go to the top of the 3rd. 6 runs, 5 hits for Tufts. No runs, 2 hits for the Polar Bears.
2 hits, there were no Bowdoin errors and no winners. Left on base after 2 complete here in Game 2. Tufts leading 6-0, scheduled to bat for Bowdoin. Top of the 3rd inning, Eric Ma, Austin Zackow, and Brandon Lopez.
Top of the lineup coming up here for Bowdoin. They're going to have to try to figure out Aiden Tucker. He seemed to really get into a groove there. Starting off with the strikeout, he did give up the single, but then got 2 quick groundouts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're Bowdoin, you gotta start getting some runs pretty quickly. Stu cutting to this Tufts lead. So definitely looking forward to seeing what the Polar Bears are going to be able to do here.
Tucker seems to have the advantage down in the zone. Limiting the risk, keeping it down the zone, getting ground balls seems to be the game plan here for Tucker. See if he can continue that success here against Ma. First pitch in. Chopper to third. Knight makes the play, dug out by DiMaria for the out. First pitch swinging there. Hits the chopper over to Knight. He's able to field it cleanly. Ball in the dirt, though, stuck with by DiMaria. And that spells the first out and brings up the left fielder, Austin Zachow, hitting from the left side. He hits the first one, blocked by DiMaria. He shovels it to Tucker covering, and that's 2 quick outs. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Yeah, if you're Tucker, you obviously love to see those quick outs just so that you can keep the pitch count pretty low and stay in this game for as long as you can.
The one man who's been able to beat up Tucker a little bit early on here, Lopez. He, of course, taking all the way after the first 2 people grounded out on the first pitch. That one's in there for a strike. That one grounded softly to third. Knight throws over, quickening, 4 pitches, 3 outs. Tucker flexing a little bit on those Polar Bears.
Definitely, yeah. Tucker is just dominating the Polar Bears right now.
Look for Bowdoin to kind of settle into a groove here maybe. Put up a 0 in this bottom half of the third. They will have to face DiMaria, Knight, and Ryan Day.
Definitely, yeah, no, definitely. Definitely looking forward to Bowdoin getting their, hopefully one of their first defensive stops and limiting the Jumbos to 0 runs in this third inning.
Always a fan of a good game there, Zach.
Yeah, you and me both. Yeah, always love to see it when these baseball games are close and competitive.
Yeah, good fun to watch the Jumbos hitters get a hold of you though here early on, popping a few dingers.
Yeah, hopefully Bowdoin will be able to reciprocate the dingers at some point in this game.
Yeah, they have some pop in their lineup, but not their turn right now as Pete DiMaria steps into the box. Looking to keep the momentum going for Tufts here.
Yeah, had a strikeout last inning, but look to turn the tides.
Fouls off a low one. First strike. The 0-1. Looks at that one down at the knees. Strike 2. A little interesting that the cleanup hitter is the one having the difficulties against the Bowdoin pitchers here. Everybody else seems to be locked in, but
Yeah.
DiMaria unable to, and takes that one outside, but still in the hole 1 and 2.
Yeah, definitely kind of ironic that the cleanup hitter is the one hitter that is having a tough time right now.
See if he can get a 2-strike hit here. Kicks and fires. Little low. Evens the count at 2. Yeah, when DiMaria gets a hold of one, it goes quite a ways. He's got a little pop in that bat of his.
Definitely, yeah. He can. Di Maria can send one deep if he so chooses.
Instead, he takes one off the arm, and that will be a walk. And he'll head over to first base as JP Knight steps into the box.
Sir, can you just hand me that water bottle really quick? Thanks.
The third baseman, number 2, J.P. Knight.
Knight walked in the first inning and stole second. Looking to get on base on his own volition here, but instead takes a fastball on the inside half of the plate.
Yeah, great effort there. Good pitch.
I think that's what they need to do a little bit more. Find that inside heart. Kind of keep the Jumbo's hitters from extending their arms and getting their power.
Definitely agree with you on that one. Just force the Jumbos to keep it in the infield, preferably maybe a little bit on the lower side, just so that it only, if it does get past your infielders, only ends up being a single.
Comes right back with the off speed for a strike. Knight in the hole, 0-2. Pitch. A good one, but Knight doesn't chase. 1-2. Di Maria takes his lead from first. Very cautious one. Knight digs that back leg in. The 1-2. That stays high. Little tickle in the throat there, Zach.
Yeah, it's a little tickle in the throat, you know.
A little windy here, maybe a little allergens in the air.
Yeah, you know, it's that time of year in April. Gotta love when the allergens are in the air.
I don't know if I love the allergens, but I do like the flowers, and maybe JP Knight will be back in the dugout to work on his flower arranging skills or something. 'Cause he looked at that one for a strike.
Yeah.
And he's sitting down.
Yeah.
That'll bring up Ryan Day playing right field today. I do not think horticulture is a hobby of any of the Jumbo's players, unfortunately.
Yeah, have to agree with you on that one.
Do not know for sure. We still have yet to get out our info poll that we at JumboCast like to do sometimes, get a little info about the hobbies and the personalities of some of these players that we can kind of relay to you folks at home. Hope to do that soon.
Yeah, it's always fun to get to know the players a little bit better.
Good block by Jonkas. Keeps Di Maria at first. Count goes to 2-0. On deck is Schneff. Barring a double play ball, he will step in and face number 20 for the Polar Bears. 2-0 in there for a strike at the knees.
Had a good effort to bounce back on that 2-0 count.
You're all about that effort, Zach.
Yeah, no, I always like to see, good effort and hard work being put into it to bounce back. You
I totally agree. 2-1. Off-speed pitch that doesn't dip back into the zone. 3-1.
Yeah, hitters count right here. Probably looking to maybe paint a little bit of the corners. No, it's a little risky, but do not want to give up any more bases than you have to on this one.
Like you said, paints the corner down in the zone, and the count goes full. Day looking to make some contact here. Keep the inning going. Full count. He pulls that one foul. Di Maria was running, but he has to head back to first. 7th pitch of this at bat. Solid contact. Hitting the hole between first and second. Day's on board with a single. DeMaria over to second, and that'll bring up Schneff. Runner on first and second, one down. Catcher steps in. He struck out looking in the first inning, looking to kind of get on board with this hit parade that the Jumbos seem to have going here early on in this game.
Definitely, yeah. Looking to join some of the action. He'll put himself on the pretty big list so far of Jumbos that have scored in this game.
That one's in the dirt. Runners are going to advance easily as that one heads all the way to the backstop. One and one count. And a strike. Little squibbler, it's gonna stay fair. Schneff was smart to just hold there, not to get tagged out. And that little squibbler will plate a run. DeMaria comes in, and the RBI for Schneff. And Day moves over to third, bringing up Shackelford. 7-0. Tufts over Bowdoin. First pitch in for a strike.
I tried to check his swing on that one, but don't know if he was able to fully hold off on it.
That one's a ball. Good block by Jonkas. The 1-1 gets his sign, sets, wheels and fires. That one's off the plate. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. On deck for Renos, if the inning stays alive. You know Shackelford looking here. Get that runner in from third. As it gets a little later here in the afternoon, temperature kind of dipping a bit. Wind picking up.
Baseball here at Huskin seems to be a wind tunnel, especially later in the day. The wind just picks up massively.
Massively, I like that. I don't know if I'd go massively, but it is quite windy out here. Full count. Shackelford swings on one, hits it foul, up and out of play into the parking lot. And they'll do it again.
I know I sound like a broken record probably for saying this again,
Is
but
it a good effort?
a good job on Shackelford to keep fighting and stay in this at bat.
Little blooper is going to get out of play down the right field line, and they will run through it again, 3-2. Okay, I'll say that was a good effort. Able just to fight that one off. He just extends his hand, kind of flicks it, but not able to get it in play over the first baseman. So he'll step back into the box, looking to get him maybe a more complete swing on this one.
Looking to maybe get on it a little bit earlier, try and get it a little bit more left.
I think he was fooled a little bit on that off speed.
Yeah, agree with you there.
But that fastball's in the dirt. Shackelford coaxes the good at bat there. Makes the pitcher expend a lot of pitches, but eventually gets the walk and brings up Elias Varinos.
Yeah, Jumbos have seemed to have been dominating thus far with 2 outs, as I believe they scored on 2 outs last inning and are looking to do it again this inning.
Before they will be able to do that, we will have a pitching change here for Bowdoin.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Bowdoin College Polar Bears, number 27.
I got a little Daft Punk going on in the background.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully this pitching change will be able to help the Polar Bears out and stop the Jumbo scoring run.
Coming in a tough spot though. Runner on first and third. Extra base hit could bring in a couple. And he's facing the potent top of the lineup for the Jumbos.
Yeah, and you got 2 outs though, so it's definitely something to take advantage of here.
Infield returns to its spots. Relief pitcher getting his final warm-ups in. And should be ready to resume this bottom of the third. 1 run already in. Elias Varinos looking to extend that lead some more. Steps in on the right side of the plate. Ryan Day over at third.
The second baseman, number 12, Elias
Shackelford at first. Watches a pitch in for a ball. Oh, pitch misses low. 2-0. Popped up and out of play. 2-1. Marinos couldn't get that one. to stay in play for him. It's just a little bit behind. That one's low though. Shackelford got a good jump on that one in the dirt. Caught Jonka sleeping a little bit. He made a good block, but didn't pop up quick. And Shackelford gets himself in scoring position.
Yeah, definitely always good to take advantage of slow reaction times.
Varinos with a runner on second and third. 3-1 count. That one's in the dirt, blocked by Jonkas. Keeps Day at third, but the bases are now loaded. The center fielder, Justin Mills.
Center fielder number 6, Justin Mills.
Gets one over for a strike, though, to start off this big at bat. 0-1.
All right, next pitch coming in. Strike, looks to have just barely caught the strike zone.
Submarine pitch, but hit in the gap, just right as short. That plates Day, and RBI single for Ryan Mills. Justin Mills, sorry, excuse me. It's gonna bring Casey Santos Ocampo up. Is a strike.
That looks to be going to the fences on that last one, but not able to connect.
Gets under that one a bit, out to left field, makes the play, leaves the bases loaded, but able to plate 2. We head to the top of the 4th. Jumbo's leading 8-0.
For the Jumbos in the bottom of the 3rd inning, he scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Bowdoin errors and 3 runners left on base. Commercial line scored game number 2 of our Nescafé still ahead of the Huskies field this afternoon. For the Tufts University Jumbos, 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 4 runners left on base. For the Bowdoin College Polo Bears, no runs.
Ryan Wynn, that relief pitcher, came in, able just to give up a 1 run. Came in inheriting the runners on 1st and 3rd. Walked 1, gave up a single, but then after that got Ocampo to fly out and kind of limit the damage there.
Yeah, no, good effort to limit the damage.
You and that effort, man. Jeez.
Yeah, no, I definitely sound like a broken record at this point, but
If I see you in the library and you're slacking off, I'm going to be like, hey, where's the effort? Zach, come on, man. You're all about this effort.
you know how it is. You know, got to put in the effort, you know?
And what happened to that in pool last night? Just joshing with you, man. You gave the effort last night.
Yeah, I've really put in the effort, yeah.
He was doing well. We like to shoot a little pool here on campus. Got a little table at the campus center, and
yeah, it's always a fun thing to do
yeah,
on the weekends. So.
Relaxing, good time. I'm the resident pro, as we know, but Zach here is working his way up.
Yeah, Jared definitely likes to talk a lot of smack on the full table. So
It doesn't stop there. It goes over to the tennis court, maybe even a little ping pong. You know, I'll even do it in our flag football match today. That one's yanked foul. Good contact there. Brendan O'Neill. That one's popped up to shallow left. Ocampo on. He makes a play. Tucker really finding his groove.
The first baseman, number 24, Jack Wilhoit.
Jack Wilhoit's going to step in, trying to solve the mystery that is Aiden Tucker. Wilhoit, a local of the area, went to Belmont Hill. He sends a soft one to third base. Knight, good play there. Gets it out of his glove quickly, fires over to Di Maria, and beats Wilhoit, busting it down the line for the second out.
a good play by Knight there. Always makes it slightly more challenging to get the out at first when you ground it to the hot corner over at third.
Definitely, it's a good little throw, and got to be quick. Good, solid contact into the gap. Cohen looks for two, but good play by Mills there in center. Gets there quickly, finds the cutoff man. The Jumbo's dugout applauds that effort. It's gonna be the
A word of the day.
the word of the day here for our JumboCast broadcast here. Tucker unable to get another 1-2-3 inning as Cohen gets a nice single into the gap. Maybe we'll get a talking to for not throwing over on that one. The typical MO of the Jumbo staff, which is runner on first, throw over, but he's in a groove. I don't want him to get out of his groove, and that strike shows you he's feeling good on the mound.
Yeah, definitely. Once you kind of get in your zone, you obviously don't want to just kind of only focus on throwing pitches, don't really do anything to distract yourself. Because I feel like once you kind of get out of that groove, it's kind of hard to get back into it.
Yeah, pitching is a real mental game. You gotta be sharp and strong in the mind. And Tucker seems to have the goods as he finds himself ahead of the count, 0-2. Facing Lee. And he gets him to go. Thought he could check his swing, but he doesn't. That's gonna be a strikeout. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Aiden Tucker. He's dealing on the mound today. We're gonna take a break in between top of the fourth and the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back with some more JumboCast presentation of baseball here at Huskins Field. Alrighty.
Leading off the Jumbos at the bottom
Kyle
of the fourth inning,
Cortez
designated
steps in,
hitter number 7, Kyle Cortez.
leads off the Jumbo attack here in the bottom of the fourth. Ryan Wynn stays on the hill for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, Ryan Wynn looking to end the streak of innings where the Jumbos have scored multiple runs.
He's got that submarine delivery, a little old school.
Yeah, you don't really tend to see that too much nowadays, but always enjoy seeing the unique forms.
Yeah, it could be a little tough on the arm, so
And the shoulder, I would imagine, too.
yeah. But it's a little deceptive, sometimes hard to read. But
Yeah,
again,
it must.
Polar Bears
Yeah.
pitchers having a hard time finding the zone as the count goes to 2-1.
Yeah. I talked about earlier how once you kind of get into that groove, it's kind of hard to find it, and once you don't have your groove, it's pretty difficult to kind of get into your groove. So, but yeah, the Jumbos have been able to take advantage of the Polar Bears not having their A game at the moment.
Bobbled there by Wilhoit, but he stays with it. Makes the play for out number 1. DiMaria steps in.
The first baseman, number 32, Peter DiMaria.
He walked and scored last time up. He looks at one for a strike. Wynn kicks, fires. Oh, herp derp. Off speeder that doesn't seem to catch the zone. It was close though.
Yeah, almost had it there. But looks to be starting to find the groove maybe a little bit.
Throws that same pitch again, but it's not finding the zone, and DiMaria doesn't oblige him with a chase. Count goes to 2-1.
I'm probably looking to find a little bit of the chase on that one.
Fastball, he does chase. In fact, that might have been a strike. He's just behind it after seeing the slow breakers.
Yeah, no, I like the call to go with the off-speed breaking balls, just to throw the nice fastballs to mix it up a little bit.
But he gets a hold of one, hit deep and far to right center field. That gets up against the wall. DiMaria's moving. He's gonna hold second though. Double for Peter DiMaria.
The Jumbos dugout below us, very excited over that double to the back wall.
Wynn was able to kind of deal with getting soft contact, but the extra base hit, strike again. Jumbos back in action, runner on second in scoring position for number 2. JP Knight. JP Knight swings at one, fouls it back. Wynn comes to the plate. That one's fouled up and out. JP Knight in the hole 0-2. Wynn gets the sign. Sets. Comes to the plate. That one's high. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runner on second. JP Knight calls time. Ryan Day on deck. watches that one for a ball. JP Knight 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Strikeout and a walk. 2-2. Wins pitch. Hit softly. And that gets over the diving second baseman's head. Di Maria gets to third. There's a single for JP Knight.
Perfectly placed right there. It's always nice when you hit the little baby pop up to that gap between the infield and the outfield.
Kind of sawed him off there.
Yeah.
Probably was looking to get a little more contact on that, a little more power, but
Yeah, probably just caught it off the end of the bat there.
he'll take the single. And that'll bring up Ryan Day. Runners on the corners, one gone. Bottom of the fourth, looking to pad that lead some more. Wins first pitch. Fastball hit off the hands, but that's gonna get just foul.
And it looks like it was only a couple inches in foul territory, so if it would have gone fair, it would have been probably in one of the most ideal spots to hit it in terms of getting extra bases.
Possible extra bases on that one. Definitely would have plated the runner from third, Di Maria, but he'll have to do it again. Looking at an 0-1 count. Win sets and fires. Day sits on an off-speed pitch and fires it into right field. JP Knight was running on the play, moves over to third, and of course, Di Maria in from third for another run, taking the lead to 9-0.
Catcher number 25, Eric Schneff.
Eric Schneff checks in today. He's 0 for 2. The strikeout, fielder's choice. He hails from Bridgewater, New Jersey. 6'1", 205, the senior. Looks at a pitch for a ball. Win 1-0 pitch, taken low for a ball, 2-0. Jumbo hitters getting a lot of heavy contact here in this inning. Once they get that fastball they look for.
Yeah, definitely. The Jumbos have done a great job of taking advantage of that fastball.
There's some more good contact, but that one's hit out the center. JP Knight able to tag from third, and he's in safely without a throw. There's an RBI.
Brings the Jumbos into double digits score-wise.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Will Shackelford. Walked and hit a double today. Scored a run. Looking to continue that success with a runner on first. 2 down. Submarine delivery taken for a ball. That one's in for a strike.
And that one had some heat on it.
You getting a little sleepy here, Zach? Gotta get my boy Zach some coffee.
Yeah.
Let's call it in. Little trip to Duncan. We'll have to send our director out there in between innings. But before that can happen, Shackelford hits one right up the middle. Maw unable to come up with that cleanly. That should be scored a single. Shackelford is hot tonight.
Yeah, Shackelford has been killing it tonight, being able to take advantage of these polar bear pitchers and just, yeah, kind of exposing their weaknesses.
The second baseman, number 12, Elias Varinos.
Varinos up for the 4th time, 5 innings. Excuse me, in 4 innings. 4th time in 4 innings. He's a busy man.
Getting some extra batting practice going this afternoon.
He takes the strike though, behind in the count a little bit. Look for Win here. Use that to his advantage. Maybe get him to chase, get some soft contact, get out of this inning.
Yeah.
But nope, hard contact in between the hole between short and third. Digging for home. And Day will score. That's an RBI single for Elias Varinos. And the hits just keep on coming, as they say on KRS 101.
It looks to be the Jumbo's 12th hit of this game. Keep in mind we've only played, or the Jumbos have only had 3 2/3 innings at the plate. So definitely dominating on offense.
Well said, well said. And Justin Mills will step in. He looks at a strike. I think Wynn's got to just get him to chase, stay out of the zone, and kind of lick his wounds and hopefully get back into the dugout.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one.
But Mills doesn't oblige, doesn't chase that one close, and count goes to 1-1. Fouls that one off. A little behind on that one. 1-2. Casey Santos Ocampo on deck if the inning stays alive. That one's in the dirt. Good block by Jonkas. Count goes to 2-2. Mills batting 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and a ground out. The 2-2 pitch from Wynn. Fouls it off down the third base line. Here comes another 2-2 from Wynn. Sets. And the pitch. Off speed that Mills yanks down the first baseline, foul. And we'll do it again, 2-2.
Wynn's just looking to get himself out of this inning and the damage.
Already put up a 3 spot here in the bottom of the 4th. And fouls another one off.
Just over the bullpen on that foul ball.
That one was a little high. Maybe could have let that one go, but with 2 strikes, got a battle. Shackelford from second. Varinos from first. Pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Jonkas, and we'll go to a full count. Two. That's hit high, but not deep. Left fielder comes in, makes a play. Mercifully ends the inning, but not before 3 runs come across. The score, 11 Tufts 0. Bowdoin. We head to the top of the 5th.
Roll on to the 5th inning. Scheduled to bat for Bowdoin will be Cohen and Susky Eric Ma.
Well done, well done. That's it.
Leading off for Bowdoin at the top of the 5th inning, the catcher, number 33. Check that over to your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Colby Jonkus, number 18, Nick Lamb.
Nick Lamb pinch hitting here for Bowdoin. Tucker back on the hill. Starts him off with a strike in at the knees. P01. That gets by the catcher. 1-1. Count 2-1. Swung on. Fouled. The 2-2. Swung on, hit hard, but hooking foul. They'll do it again, 2-2. Tucker, one pitch away from striking out the side. But Gideon Murphy able to foul that one off. Sorry about that, folks, for those technical difficulties. But we resume action here. Tucker looking to strike out the side. Pinch hitter Gideon Murphy up at bat for the Polar Bears. 2-2 pitch, 2 gone. Kicks and fires. That one's low. Count goes full. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Aiden Tucker strikes out the side.
For Bowdoin at the top of the 5th inning, no runs, no hits, no jumbos, errors.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. Jumbos 11, Polar Bears 0.
After the jumbos in the bottom of the 5th inning, Casey Santos Ocampo, Kyle Ortiz, and Peter DiMaria.
we got a new pitcher on the hill for Bowdoin. It's going to be number 32, Andrew Cohen, freshman from Glastonbury, Connecticut. Cohen comes in with an 0-1 record, 7 strikeouts, and an 8.64 ERA. A little steep there, hoping to maybe bring that average down here in a little bit of mop-up work here in an 11-0 ball game. Some defensive changes also for the Polar Bears. We'll get those relayed to you as the inning continues.
Santos Ocampo to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Jumbos.
Yeah, number 13, Gideon Murphy, stays in at third for the Polar Bears.
That one just leaking foul.
Yeah, Ocampo just missed extra bases there. Good solid contact.
Some other changes here. New left fielders number 11, Jazz Jew. The new right fielder number 6, James McCarthy.
James McCarthy comes in right field. And Ejaz Jew is going to play left field for the Polar Bears. That hits Ocampo, and he heads on over to first. More base runners for the Jumbos.
Yeah, the Jumbos seemingly have been getting hit by pitches fairly often this season thus far.
Yeah, especially today.
Yeah.
Today's been a popular occurrence, bean balls. As Kyle Cortez steps in, watches a fastball up. The 1-0 pitch from Cohen. It's taken for a strike. Pick off play to first. Ocampo back in time. Fouls that one. Counts 1 and 2. Cohen's 1-2 pitch. That's high. Count goes to 2 and 2. Swung on and missed. Cortez goes down on strikes.
De Maria with a double during his last at bat, looking to get something similar here.
Instead, swinging out of his shoes, misses that one for strike 1. The 0-1. Misses low and away. 1-1. DiMaria smokes one to left field on the ground. That's a single. Runners at first and second.
The third baseman, number 2, J.P. Knight.
JP Knight steps in. First at bat against Cohen. Knights 1 for 2 today with a single, a walk, and a strikeout, stolen base. 2 runs. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Fouls that one back. 1-1. The 1-1 from Cohen. Taken for a ball. Hits that one hard. Deep center field. The center field ranging back. He makes a great over-the-head catch.
A great catch there. Thought it might have, been another dinger, but just fall short of the wall.
Credit to the center fielder there.
That was a great play for the center fielder.
Ranging back, able to stick with it.
Yeah, especially with that grab over the shoulder. It was very impressive to make that grab.
The right fielder, number 23, Ryan Day.
Ryan Day will step in. Hot today, 3 singles. 2 runs. Takes the first pitch for a ball. DiMaria on first. Ocampo on second. Two gone. And the count now goes to 1-1. There's a shot to right center. That's off the wall. Ocampo's in. DiMaria's in. That's a 2-run double for Ryan Day. His hot afternoon continues. And the Jumbo's lead goes up to 13-0.
Yeah, the Jumbos have yet to have a scoreless inning, and this inning just continues the streak.
The catcher, number 25, Eric Schneff.
Eric Schneff steps in, looking to keep the momentum. Bring in Day from second. Instead, that hits him on the arm, and he's headed to first base.
The Jumbo's offense is unstoppable. I mean, it seems like the Polar Bears defense has just been able to get 2 outs, and then the Jumbo's offense just take advantage and scored a couple quick runs before the end of the inning.
Will Shackelford steps in. hit on the ground. Shortstop ranges over, makes a play, and that'll end the inning. But not before 2 more runs are put on the board. And we head to the top of the 6th. Jumbo's 13, Polar Bears 0.
For the Jumbos in the bottom of the 5th inning, they score 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Bowdoin errors and 2 gunners left on base. For Bowdoin in the top of the 6th inning, the left fielder, number 11, Ejaz Jew.
Ejaz Drew to lead off the Polar Bears to start the 6th inning. Tucker still on the mound for the Jumbos. First pitch is called a strike. Looks like a nice little curve ball. Little off speed. Nice to keep the batters guessing. Second pitch is called ball. Looks to be low and outside. Tried to maybe get a little bit of a slower fastball on that one. Next pitch is called the ball. Looks to be maybe a little bit outside. Very close though. Grounded to the third baseman. Bad throw. Goes into foul territory. Runner is able to advance to second. At Di Maria. Good effort on Di Maria to try and get the stop, but is unable to. Ball was well out of his reach.
The right fielder, number 6, James McCarthy.
Next up for the Polar Bears is number 6, James McCarthy, the right fielder. At McCarthy out of Marblehead, Mass. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch is ground to the shortstop. Di Maria able to grab that one to make the play at first and get the out.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Brendan O'Neill, number 14, Robbie Sarmanian.
Next up is 14, Robbie Sarmanian, pinch hitting today. First pitch is a strike. Looks to be maybe a little bit of a changeup in there. Still had some pace on it. Next pitch is low, called for ball 1. at the Jumbo's dugout, cheering on their pitcher, trying to motivate him a little bit. Outgrounded to the shortstop. Got the runner out at third. Yeah, and great play at third. It's what they always tell you in Little League. Try and get the lead runner out if you can.
The first baseman, number 29, Nick Merrill.
Next up is Nick Merrill, number 29, first baseman for the Polar Bears. Pick play, attempted at first. However, Sarmanian is safe. That seems to be the constant MO for the Jumbos of whenever a runner gets on first, always before you throw the first pitch to the next batter, try and pick him off. That one's hit deep into left, but Santos Ocampo is there to make the play.
In the top of the sixth inning, no runs, no hits. There was one Jumbo's error, and
One Jumbo error on that one
bottom of the sixth inning,
was the play from third base that missed Di Maria. As we head into the bottom of the sixth, the Polar Bears remain scoreless. All right, let's get ready for the bottom of the sixth. First up for the Jumbos is number 5, Will Burgess, out of Pottstown, PA. Looks like manager Casey is having a brief discussion with the umpire.
Your attention, please, leading off for the Jumbos at the bottom of the sixth inning, pinch hitting for Elias Marinos, number 5, Will Burgess.
Will Burgess will be pinch hitting for Elias Varinos to lead off. the bottom of the 6th inning for the Jumbos. First pitch is called a strike. Appears to be a pitching change for the Polar Bears as well. Ben Osterholtz, senior out of Amherst, New Hampshire. And as I was talking about the pitching change, Osterholtz threw 2 balls to bring the count to 2-1. Count is now 3-1. Looks to be a little low on that one. Ball 4 is called. Again low. Might have bounced in the dirt a little bit. Yeah, these Polar Bear pitchers have still struggled to find the zone and have started to walk a lot of Jumbos hitters and given up 14 hits on the day. First pitch is fouled off over the Bowdoin bleachers. Count is 0-1. No outs. Second pitch is a strike. Currently batting for the Jumbos is number 6, Justin Mills. Ball is grounded in the gap by Mills. Gets a nice 2-strike single right there to also advance Burgess to second base. And Miles Reed is in, pinch hitting for Santos Ocampo. First pitch is low for Reed. Next pitch is called for a strike, bringing the count to 1-1. Next pitch is fouled back into the parking lot. Appears to have hit a car. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is low for ball 2. Reed sends one into left center field. Play is made by the center fielder. Still a good effort though. Always gotta at least make contact, because worst thing you could do is strike out. Next up for the Jumbos is number 33. It's number 33, Colby Jonkus. Or excuse me, number 33, Ryan Noon. First pitch is called for strike 1. Excuse me. Strike 2. Next pitch is a little high, probably trying to draw the chase out of noon. Count is 1-2 with 1 out. Next pitch is high, 2-2 is the count. Next pitch is called for strike 3. Noon appears to be a little disappointed after that one. Next up for the Jumbos is first baseman and number 32, Peter DiMaria.
First baseman number 32, Peter DiMaria.
First pitch is called for ball 1. Next pitch is a wild pitch, which will allow the runners to advance. Next pitch appears to be a little low, called for ball 3. DiMaria looking to find this pitch here, looking to send one deep and score a few runs. Strike 1 is called. Count 3-1. Ball 4 is called, which will load the bases.
Third baseman number 2, J.P. Knight.
Next up for the Jumbos is third baseman J.P. Knight. First pitch looks to be a little low and outside for ball 1.
Turns on one, sends it down the line. One runs in, second, and he's in there. JP Knight with a stand-up RBI, 2 RBI double.
Welcome back, Trey.
Thank you much, thank you much. Had to take a quick little break there. Zach hopefully took care of you folks tuning in here. Thought you guys would be in solid hands with the masterful Zach Eskenazi here.
Thank you, thank you.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Ryan Day, number 13, Brandon Bay.
Brandon Bay will be pinch hitting for Ryan Day. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Those 2 runs across keep the full innings coming. Scored in every inning so far.
Yeah, and no zeros on the scoreboard for Tufts thus far.
Yeah, the scoreboard operator's getting a busy little workout. And Bay takes one to left field. RBI single. Plates Peter DiMaria.
Brings the Jumbo run total to 16 for the day.
Quite an impressive mark there.
Definitely have to agree with you on that one. One of the Jumbo's most high-scoring games of the season.
Definitely. Now, up to bat.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Eric Schneff, number 20, Connor Bowman.
Connor Bowman's pinch hitting for the catcher Schneff. Gonna face Osterholz for the first time. Osterholz trying to work out of this inning. 2 outs. Some big hits with 2 outs there, plating all the runs again with 2 outs there. They're doing their damage.
Yeah, definitely. Jumbos have definitely managed to take advantage with 2 outs this afternoon.
That's big. They're, 1 pitch, 1 strike, whatever it is, away from getting out of the inning, and the Jumbo's just able to stay alive and inflict some damage.
Definitely, yeah.
2-1. Bowman takes a strike, 2-2. He's got that open stance, comes close, hits a fly ball, routine out to center, makes the play, the tires the side, but not before 3 runs come across, taking the total 16-0.
For the Jumbos in the bottom of the 6th inning, they scored 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no bone errors and 2 runners left on base. Your attention, please. Leading off for Bowdoin in the top of the 7th inning and pinch hitting for Gavin Can is number 15, Aiden Schrader.
Aiden Schrader pinch hitting for Gavin Can. Batting from the left side of the plate. Aiden Tucker still dealing on the mound. Already pitched 6 scoreless innings. It's hit well out to left field, but the new defensive substitution, Reed, able to take care of that one.
The second baseman, number 12, Connor Lee.
Connor Lee steps in. Tucker kicks, fires. That's hit on a hard line to short. Shackelford makes the easy play. First pitch swinging, but
The catcher, number
unable
7, Matt Nakamoto.
to get a hit. 2 up, 2 down quick here in the top of the 7th. Nakamoto steps in. Looks at a first pitch for a strike. Tucker really dealing today. That one in for a ball though. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. Jumbos lead the Polar Bears 17 hits to 3. Really just a rout of Bowdoin here today. That's hit hard. Right center field. Mills corrals that one. Keeps Nakamoto to second. Good piece of hitting there by Nakamoto. Gets him a double. One of the few hard contacts off of Aiden Tucker this afternoon. Susky steps in. Trying to get Bowdoin on the board here. 2 outs though. Tucker sees if he can tiptoe out of damage here. Gets the sign from the new catcher. From stretch. And the pitch. Over for a strike. The 0-1, a little low, appeal over to first, no go. It's gonna even the count at 1. Susky, runner in scoring position, trying to get the Polar Bears on the board. But a swing and a miss. Tucker had that fastball working today. He limbers up as he looks to get this punch out to get him through 7. Gets a sign from the catcher. Sets. Comes to the plate. Off-speed pitch. Filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy. Tucker has been lights out on the mound this evening. He gets a high five from JP Knight as he walks into the dugout. He is doing it for the Jumbos today as we go for 7th inning stretch. 7 scoreless innings from Aiden Tucker. Pitcher on the hill for Bowdoin, number 37. Don't have him on my roster for you folks, but I will give you an update when I am able. Have a 37. Yeah, we are still doing some research for you folks. We didn't get a 37 on our program, but 37 is on the hill.
All right. You ready for the bottom of the 7th, Jarrett?
Just got it. Yeah, I am definitely. I just got my, my Cracker Jacks, all that good nonsense for my 7th inning stretch. What about you, Zach?
Yeah, no, definitely pretty excited.
Yeah, after a good 7 solid innings from Aiden Tucker, Jumbos look to be set up to go into the end of this game on top. We've got a hefty lead, 16-0.
Yeah. Should be able to hold on to that.
Yep. Tucker should be happy with his performance today. 7 shutout innings.
Bottom of the 7th for the Jumbos, the shortstop number 1, Will Shackelford.
Will Shackelford steps in. Fouls that one promptly over the first base dugout. walks at one for a ball. And another one in the dirt pushes the count to 2-1. That one as well outside, 3-1. Good fastball by the Bowdoin pitcher. Shackelford only able to spoil it, foul it back. Count goes full. That one's low, and Shackelford walks.
Always a good way to start off the inning with a nice walk. If you're the Jumbos.
Not if you're a Bowdoin Polar Bear, though.
Yeah.
Number 5, Will Burgess is going to step in.
Second baseman number 5, Will Burgess.
Shackelford takes his lead from first. Burgess looks at a strike. The 0-1. Taken for a ball. Blocked by the catcher.
Looks like the runner wanted to go, but decided against it at the last minute.
Probably a good decision, good block by the catcher, kept it in front of him.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Swing and a miss, Will Burgess there, unable to catch up to the fastball. Takes that one low, evens the count at 2. Smokes one right at the second baseman, able to block it, stays with it, makes the play at first.
Yeah, lucky break for the Jumbos there. I mean, even though he had the out, could have been a double play.
Had double play written all over it, as they say.
Yeah.
But couldn't field it cleanly and only gets one as Shackelford advances to second. Number 28 for the Tufts University Jumbos, Will Reed steps in.
Pinch hitting for Justin Mills, number 28, Will Reed.
A pitch inning for Justin Mills this afternoon.
Getting some of the bench players in here in this little bit of a blowout here.
Yeah. Yeah, good job on Coach Casey to spread the playing time around.
That one's called the strike, a little low, but called the strike. Checks his swing at a pitch in the dirt. 2-1. Appeals to the second base umpire just to be sure, but confirms the fact that it did not go around. The 2-1. Swung on and popped up high. Shallow center. Second baseman makes the play. 2 down.
Just a routine pop up there. Easy play by the second baseman.
Made it look a little more difficult than it was as he kind of stabbed at it, as it kind of drifted on him, but makes the play.
Yeah, as they say in Little League, 2 hands.
2 hands.
Glove.
He did it. Yeah, was caught careful.
Yeah.
Miles Reed comes in. Gets a hold of one, headed to right center, but the center fielders got him. And that will end the inning. One man on, one runner left, and we're headed to the top of the 8th. Jumbo 16, Polar Bears 0.
That should be an exciting 8th inning of baseball.
You think Bowdoin's got a chance of coming back for it?
I don't know, and I'd like to see him put, at least a couple runs on the board as we head into the 8th inning when you don't want to see a complete blowout.
It looks as though that might not be the case today, though. And Volgendi will be coming in to finish off the game. Aiden Tucker did a great job for the first 7 innings.
Yeah, he definitely did do a good job the first 7 innings.
So far, seems to be in line for Player of the Game honors here today.
Would definitely agree with that.
7 innings of scoreless baseball. I can't really ask for too much more from your starter.
No, you definitely cannot.
Oh, I could ask for him to go the whole game. I could ask him to strike out the side, man. I could ask a little bit more.
They're trying to get that, like full game shutout, or maybe trying to pitch a no-hitter or something, but it's still a very good performance, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Saw Volgendi work yesterday. Good, solid fastball. Controls both parts of the plate. Looking to attack those hitters. See if he can close this one out for the Tufts here.
Definitely, yeah. See if the Jumbos are going to be able to shut out the Polar Bears for the full 9 innings.
If Gideon Murphy can do anything about it, he will do his best. He steps in from the right side of the plate, looking to get Polar Bears on the board, but he pops that one up to Shackelford, and that'll be out number 1. Jazz Jew steps in. Volgendi's first pitch gets to the backstop. Ball 1. There's a nice fastball from Volgendi for strike 1.
Looks to be a little low on that one.
Count goes to 2-1. Ball hit chopper. Third. Good play by JP Knight.
Good reach on behalf of Di Maria to hold on to the bag, but also make the play.
2 down. McCarthy steps in. First, looking for his first licks against Volgendi. Looks at a nice fastball in there for a strike. He's really popping the glove.
Yeah, I know. It's always a really good sound whenever you hear a hard fastball and right when it hits the glove. Satisfying.
McCarthy able to take that one softly into left field. He's on with a single.
Robbie Sarmanian to take the plate for the Polar Bears.
In there for strike 1. Voljendi gets the sign, sets, kicks and fires. One of the first off-speed pitches from Voljendi, but goes for a ball. Good fastball from Voljendi, popped up and out of play. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Voljendi. Swung on and hit hard to short. Shackelford makes a play. Goes the short way to Burgess for out number 3. And we're headed to the bottom of the 8th.
We're Bowdoin at the top of the 8th inning. No runs on 1 hit. There were no Jumbo's errors.
And stepping in, number 33 for the Jumbos.
All right.
To lead it off here.
For the Jumbos at the bottom of the 8th inning, the designated hitter, number 33, Ryan Noon.
In the bottom of the 8th. Hit hard to second. Good play. Able to stay with it, and there's the out. Ryan Noon hit that one nice and hard.
Yeah, that one had some heat on it, right to the shortstop.
Second baseman Connor Lee ranges to his right, gets a backhand on it, and makes a good throw, stayed with by number 29, Nick Merrill.
Oh, my mistake, not the shortstop, second baseman instead.
It's all good. It's been a long day. Shortstop, second baseman, center fielder. Who knows? Di Maria steps in the box, and he smokes one right back up the box. He's on. JP Knight stepping in. Resident of Boston, Mass. Went to Roxbury Latin. He looks at one for a strike. Hits that one hard, but that's foul. Started out with some beautiful weather here this afternoon, but got a little nippy.
Yeah, I know. What happened? I mean, it was earlier this afternoon. It was like 70 and a little bit of clouds, a little bit of wind also, but
Those clouds
yeah.
came in and just
Wind picked up
wind
a little
picked
bit.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, now it's feeling like a more traditional Boston spring.
definitely. JP Knight looking to get a hold of one. Instead, goes down to his knee, swinging at that one. Strikes out.
Brings it to 2 outs on the inning for the Polar Bears.
First strikeout for Michael Weber for Bowdoin.
Michael Weber looking to get this last out and close out the 8th inning.
Brandon Bay steps in. Looks at a strike. Gets a hold of one right back up the middle. Shortstop unable to come up with that one.
Yeah, I felt like you probably should have been able to get that one.
Yeah, didn't really bend his knees and go down with that. Kind of just reached over and let it get by his glove. Might get an earful from the coach when he returns to the dugout after that one.
Yeah, I know, man. It's what they teach you in Little League. Got to get your whole body behind the ball, so even if you don't catch it, you'll still block it, and probably still could have might not have gotten the out at second, but probably could have gotten it at first.
Would have ended the inning, but instead, catcher Connor Bowman steps in. Runner in scoring position, trying to add to that Jumbo's lead. After putting up their first 0 last inning, let's see if they get back into that runs column. Soft contact, third baseman charging. He doesn't get there, kind of bobbles it. Bowman on. Bases loaded for his shortstop, Will Shackelford.
Let's see if Shackelford can continue the trend of dominating with 2 outs for the Jumbos.
Shackelford hails from Orleans, Mass. Went to Suffield Academy. Bases full of bows. And he looks at ball 2. Good hitters count here, especially with the bases loaded.
Exactly, yeah. Gotta take advantage of this if you're Shackelford. It's got a great opportunity here.
Pad the stats, get some ribbies.
Exactly, yeah, improve the batting percentage a little bit.
Batting percentage, I've never heard it called that. You mean the batting average?
Batting, that's what I meant to say.
Are you
yeah,
going for slugging? What are you going for?
Batting average,
He wants the batting average.
Lost
All right.
a little bit of a loss of words there.
I understand. That's hit high and short to center. Makes the play, and that will end the inning. Leaving the bases loaded, but it probably will not bite them, for the lead is 16-0. Stay with us for the top of the 9th. Alrighty. We're getting ready for the top of the 9th. Spencer Langdon has come on to pitch this final frame for the Jumbos. Nick Merrill checks in, looking to get it started here in the top of the 9th.
Looking to finally put the Polar Bears on the board.
You know, they do not want to go to bed tonight knowing they couldn't solve this Jumbo's offense, having to come back tomorrow, and face that same pitching staff.
Yeah. Speaking of which, make sure to tune in tomorrow at 12:30 for another Jumbo's baseball game.
Are you on the call that one as well, Zach?
I think I might be on the call for that one.
Zach taking the heavy load this weekend, 3 games. Unfortunately, I will not be with you on that one as Merrill takes a ball to left center. The outfielders converge, but the play is made. Both go down, but the out still is made.
Yeah, no, not the best communication for a little bit.
But hit right there in between the two fielders. It was a dangerous spot.
Yeah, both of them wanted to make the play, but fortunately for the Jumbos, the play was still made.
Aiden Schrader steps in, hitting from the left side. Langdon got that first out, looking to finish him off here. Fastball in for a strike. Doesn't have that same zip that Volgendi had, but he is finding his spots. The 0-1. Called for a strike. See if you can get the punch out here.
Yeah. Had to end the inning.
Langdon has 13 Ks on the season. Make that 14.
Never a bad way to finish out the inning with a couple more Ks.
You're wanting one more there, Zach? I will join you on board. It's been a long, slow game here. Thank you guys all for sticking with us. Polar Bears mercifully down to their last out as Josh Hainsley, the sophomore from Boulder, Colorado, comes in. But no, he hits one back up the box for a single. And there's still a little bit of life for Bowdoin. Matt Nakamoto, last at bat, ripped one into the gap. Look for him to repeat that success, maybe get the Bears on the board. Instead, looks at one in the dirt.
Yeah, decides not to attempt to pick off on that one. Seems like I
think it's a kind of a lost cause.
Yeah.
Zach. They've given up. They don't want to just get this over with. Not really embarrass the other team, but that is hit softly to center, and that will do it.
Thank you for tuning in on this Sunday evening.
Final score, Tufts University Jumbos 16, the Bowdoin Polar Bears 0. 18 hits for Tufts, 6 for Bowdoin, 1 error by the Tufts University Jumbos and 2 errors by the Polar Bears. Again, we're thanking you for tuning in with this JumboCast presentation of Tufts University Baseball. I'm Jared Davis.
I'm Zach Eskenazi.
Hope you tune in tomorrow. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.